Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakal Kadash, giving double honor to the Apostle Edwards Great Millstone. Peace and blessing us pushing his truth and sincerity in a Bible bull. All right, it's the brother in the Posh Kadash. All right, here with another lesson. This time we speaking on that great tribulation. All right, the time that's right around the corner. All right, it's gonna be a time where all hell break loose. All right, you gonna have fucking Armageddon. All right, you're gonna have a shortage on food. You're gonna have a shortage on water. All right, people gonna start getting cut off. Your lights gonna get cut off, or your heat gonna get cut off. All right, and for all we know, Jacob's trouble could be in the winter. Who knows? All right, it's a lot that's gonna go down. It's gonna be FEMA camps out here. Grabbing people up, telling them to take the serum. I'm gonna call it that, the serum. Or they're gonna be telling people to take the chip, depending on how deep we are into it. All right, it might be both. All right, they're gonna be telling you, all right, well, once you take this, you could be a part of the society again, and you can make your wages. We can get you food, all that. But guess what? It's not. It's not. All right, because being a part of this society means being against the Most High. Of course, nowadays, you have your job. All right, so you'll be considered a part of the society, so to speak. You have your friends. All right, you have your family, so you're in the society, but we're not a part of the society. We're in the world, but we're not a part of the world. Physically, we are here in the world, but we're not of the world. All right, we're with. So with that being said, all right, if we're in the world, but we're not a part of the world, when the world get its punishment, we're gonna see it, but we're not gonna be a part of the judgment. All right, Jacob's trouble is for the 2/3. All right. Or is it gonna be sweet for us? Is it gonna be all lollipops and candy? No, it's still Jacob's trouble. You're gonna have famines and pestilences and wars popping off everywhere. Neighbors they're gonna rob each other for the lack of bread and for the lack of love. All right, it's gonna be fire everywhere, desolate places, bodies laying on the ground. No, it's not gonna be nothing nice. But hey, it's just a good reminder to keep in your head that this not really for me. All right. But even with that though, we still sin. So we still got some things. I mean, we still got to answer for our sins too. All right, because yes, the Most High does forgive. Yes, the Most High, he shows grace, but you still got to take a punishment. All right. I'm not, who knows? The Lord might have something for you in Jacob's trouble. Like, well, I remember he did this, this, and this. I'm gonna give him this punishment, but I'm gonna save him out of it. All right. You don't know what the Lord have in store for you. That's why you gotta, pray without ceasing. Call Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. You gotta give double honor to the Apostle Edwards Great Millstone. You gotta really follow the Lord. All right. You gotta really be in the scriptures. You gotta really be learning and trying to and trying to elevate your relationship with the Lord, because you don't want to wait till Jacob's trouble and then all of a sudden it's just, well, I remember a couple verses here. I remember we were supposed to have good faith. No, you're supposed to be working on your faith every day. All right, and if not every day, every other day. And if you don't work on it every other day, you need to work on it as many times as you get the chance to. You need to keep praying. You need to keep reading. All right. And talking to myself first and foremost, because I know for a fact that I don't read every day, and I need to. All right. But with that, we're gonna get into these scriptures. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. At last, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right. So why is it called Jacob's trouble? Because Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. Our nation name is Israelites. But, if his name hadn't been changed, we would be called Jacobites, But Jake, like we call all Israelites Jake for like a nickname. So it's going to be a trouble for Jacob. All right, and it's not talking about Jacob, the man. It's talking about like his nation, all of his descendants. Just like in the scriptures, I believe it's Romans 13:8, I believe, where it say how the Lord talk about how he hate Esau. He not guess what? He wasn't just talking about Esau. He was talking about Esau and his lineage. All right. But it say, but he shall be saved out of it. It's talking about the 1/3, because the 1/3 who side with the Most High gonna be saved out of it. Of course, we're gonna have to endure some things. You know, the food not gonna be as abundant. All right, you know, you're not gonna be able to eat 3 times a day, eat whenever you want to, because it's not gonna be no, you know, just no supermarket for you. It's not just gonna be no, the Lord gonna prepare. He gonna have in store for us what we need. All right, just believe that. However you get it is however you get it. I can't tell you how you gonna get it, but if you believe and you wait on the Lord, you gonna get it. All right. That's why we work on our faith now, because you don't want to wait till Jacob's trouble and be like, do I believe? Like, you don't want that thought to pop in your head. Of course, the flesh gonna kick in. Of course, the temptation is gonna kick in. But that's why we practicing now. Guess what? You gotta start to rebuke them thoughts in your head now. Like, no, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it for sure. The temptation. Scripture say we gotta prepare for that hour of temptation. So what's this little temptation? No, you gotta have them thoughts to yourself. Like, hey, we here now. You know, you practice when you play a sport. You practice Monday through Friday, right? If your game is on Saturday, you practice Monday through Friday, right? And you get, let's just say you're playing football, or let's say you got 7 games in a season. We're just gonna say that, all right? And you win all 7 games. Now you got the playoffs. All right, and the playoffs is do or die. You lose one of those, you just go home. All right, you done made it all the way through the playoffs. Jacob's trouble is the championship. All right, all you got to do is make it out of that. All right, and you didn't won. All right, this is the last life. This is the last time we're gonna struggle, feel pain, you know, be in the flesh. So why give up now? You know, and Jacob's trouble is like the last. It's like the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left. Because Jacob's trouble not gonna be no 100-year period. All right, it's gonna be a set time where all hell break loose. Lord willing, it ain't no 100-year period. Oh my God, you know. Hey, all I'm gonna say is you gotta keep your faith up. All right, but like I was saying, if Jacob's trouble is the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter in the football game, that's serious. All right, you don't want to give up in the last 2 minutes of a game. You know, you done worked for what, 7 weeks regular season, 4 weeks postseason, and now you got an additional week. You done made it. Look, that's just like them 7 slaveries. We done made it through the other 6 slaveries. It might have been harder sometimes, easier sometimes for you, but guess what? This that last one. This just like you running on a track and you on that home stretch. You think you're going to stop and take a break there and you can see the end? We can see the end. We can see the prophecies coming to pass. All right. I was just on the social media app and the farmer was talking about how the government was wanting to pay them $3,800 per acre to destroy the crops. And he said his neighbors got that note and everything. All right. We can see the chariots popping up more and more. The scriptures talk about how you look up to the sky for the signs of the times. All right. And what does that mean when the chariots start to pop up more and more? Chariot has always popped up when it was time for us to leave. All right. So, hey, these chariots, they popping up more and more now. That's just more of the signs. Guess what? We know the time is at the end. We hear those rumors of wars. Come on, China and Russia, they over there growing their military by the day. You know, it's tension popping everywhere. You know, you got Israel with the Jewish, all right, which ish is a suffix meaning pertaining to, which means they're not really Jews, but the Jewish, you know, they over there and they basically they go into war with I believe the Syrians over the land of Israel, even though it's neither one of their land, it's really our land that they ransacked and pushed us out of. All right, and guess what? You got Israel clicked up with the U.S. and on the other side they clicked up with Russia. All right, it's well known that this World War III, which is called Woe 3 in the scriptures, is going to be fought with missiles. That's why I say this last war It's gonna be fought with the smell of fuel. Because most wars are, you hear the screaming, you hear the clashing of the sword. All right. But no, this war gonna be fought with them intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's what's gonna make this time so worse. You're gonna have missiles going off. All right, and of course you're gonna have the little ones here and there for the warfare. But what about the end game when it's those 2 10-pound missiles with 6 warheads? All right, and they expanding and they blowing up the land. All right, that's the time when it's over with. All right, you either gonna get beamed up or you not. This is Joel chapter 2 verse 11. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that exalteth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible. Who can abide it? All right, so the Lord got an army. The angels who are indestructible. Contrary to what you may see on TV when they be killing angels or they be banishing them, whether it's a demon or angel, whatever, all that nonsense. Contrary to what you believe, they're indestructible because they're not in the flesh. All right. Our brothers, the angels, they're not in the flesh. All right, they next level beings. They not here. They have a purpose that they serve and they serve it. All right. And that's who you think the army is made out of. All right, when Yahushua come back, when he cracked that cloud with his sword raised up high, who you think gonna be standing behind him? The angels. Our brothers, the angels. All right, and it's not gonna be no pale faced with a little bit of light flashing behind them and it's not gonna be like that. They're gonna have beards. They're gonna have melanated skin. All right, and they're gonna be right behind Yahushua, ready to go to war. And the governments, they're gonna try to use tanks and maybe even laser weapons. I've seen some things like that, but it ain't gonna work because the Lord army is great. His camp is very great. All right, and if we side with the Lord, right, and that's his army, that means who gonna come and protect us? The Lord gonna get him the green light and be like, yeah, okay, he stayed valid. All right, he stayed strong. All right, when I took this, and this from him, he didn't give up. He kept his faith. All right. But those people, you can have those people that, well, I didn't know. No, you walk past us on the highways. You seen a video on YouTube and you chose to turn your ear from it. All right, that's what you say. He that turneth his ear from the law, his prayer shall be an abomination. Because that's the day when people are gonna want to get right with the Lord, but it's gonna be too late. You're gonna have those people that was in the truth and fell off, and they gonna, well, I did this amount of work, maybe I didn't see. No, you didn't finish though. That's just like a track race. You could be in first place from the beginning to the end, but the moment you let up and you stop and you take a break, you're gonna fall off because everybody else is gonna pass you. Just like the story of the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise and the hare. The tortoise, he was moving slow. He was moving at his own pace, but the hare was moving so fast. He burnt out. He took a nap, and by the time he woke up, the tortoise was already at the finish line. The moment you slow down, or the moment you give up, or the moment you take it easy, that's why the scriptures say, this place, what is it? Micah 2:10. So like I'm trying to think, what is it? Resting. I'll just pull it up. Fuck it. Rest. This place is not our rest. I know, roughly paraphrasing, they say this place is not our rest. Let me just pull it up. Okay, say, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you. All right, so if you're trying to find rest in Babylon, you're trying to get your 401k. All right, you're trying to set your kids up. All right, you're trying to, you're trying to live a comfortable life. You're trying to make it here. The Lord gonna destroy you with this place. And I'm not saying you don't got to live a comfortable life. To each his own. Whatever the Lord give you, he give you. But what I'm saying is you got to think about the things that it take to live a comfortable life here. This is a wicked nation, a wicked place. It's rarely will you see a brother live a real comfortable life. I'm talking about comfortable where you got your women spread out in your house. All right. Your kids can go outside without feeling no danger. Come on, it's nothing like that here. It's nothing like that here. So you right. I was right. You can't live a comfortable life here. You might be able to live a decent life. Even the celebrities, all them celebrities, why you think they all on drugs? Because they don't get to live a comfortable life. All right, what's the point of being a celebrity if you can't feel safe? You know, we in the kingdom, and the 144,000, those the celebrities. All right, ain't nobody gonna be trying to run up on them and trying to bash their name. Ain't nobody gonna be trying to kill them. You know, that's the thing about a righteous society. The people that deserve peace and things like that. The Lord got all that under control, man. But here in this society, to live a comfortable life, you got to do the most wickedest things. Then you got to deal with the repercussions of them. So it's like your moment of comfortability is so short. It's like, damn, it's not worth it. You know, what's the point of killing your brother? You know, what's the point of killing your brother, your friends, your family? All right, for a moment of comfortability. Now you got to deal with the repercussions of that. One, the Most High sees everything. So now you got to wait. Not even wait. You might get your punish instantly from the Most High. All right, but you didn't broke the Most High laws, most importantly. Two, now Esau, he got you by your neck. Because I know what you ever seen that movie? I know what you did last summer. Yeah, Esau, he sends you dumb niggas to do these things. All right, and he gonna hold you by the neck. Well, you broke the law. I just let you slide. I could really take you to jail anytime you want to. You know, that's how Esau got it in his head. No matter what scenario. Yeah, you did my dirty work, but hey, it's still against the law. And now you in his fucking palm. You trapped. Three, you know, when you do these wicked things to people, you know, these people in the world, they not showing you compassion afterwards. You know, you think you're gonna kill somebody in the world and their family gonna be like, well, you think they just gonna say, well? No, they're gonna try to get back at you. So doing all this wickedness here in Babylon, all right, for a moment of comforting moment, it's not worth it. You better off living tormented. You know, it might be hot outside, no AC. It might be cold in the wintertime, no heat. You got to wear coats. All right. You better off like that. And I know that sound hard. I know it do. But you better off like that. Because, hey, the moment we get into the kingdom is forever and never. You got to think about that long suffering here. You know, we were sent here to suffer. What do you think Jacob's trouble is? It's a moment. It's an extreme moment of suffering. All right, we got to be brought through that fire to be made into pure gold. You know. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. That's what I was talking about. We look up to the sky for the sign of the times. These are signs. How many blood moons have we had in the last 2 years? All right. How many eclipses have we had? These are signs. The Most High is giving us signs. And scientists want to say, oh, well, it's just the moon blocking out the sun. Oh, you know, it's just the way the sunlight reflects off the moon while it's red. But guess what? Okay, that may be true, but the Most High had it set up to where at that point in time, this would happen to give us those signs. For all we know, they lying. Maybe the Most High told his angel, turn the moon red. Who was up there in the moon to tell me how it happened? You know? So at this point, my guess is just as good as yours. All I know is that the moon was red, and that's a sign of the Most High. That's the important thing. I know y'all was in school and they gave y'all, you know, they gave you a really big question, and they try to teach you like, well, this part of the question don't matter. All right. But this part, you gotta look for the things that matter. That's what's wrong with Jake. They don't look for the things that matter. They want to know every little thing. All right. They want to know if the world is flat. What they got to do with your salvation? All right. They want to know how having multiple wives gonna work. But what they got to do with your salvation right now? You worried about having multiple wives and people is about to be getting chipped and turning on people, and all hell gonna break loose. Those wives may not even be around. All right. People worried about how they gonna make their next million when that money is gonna be like fucking pieces of tissue in the coming times, because they're not even gonna be using paper money soon. They barely use it now. All right. This is Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. All right, so this is gonna be the most craziest time ever seen. I can't even tell you what you're gonna see. I'm pretty sure scriptures are here to tell you, but hey, I can't even picture, because they say no matter how you picture, it's gonna be worse than that. All right. So it's to the point where I just meditate on it. I think about it and I just go, well, damn. If it's worse than the thoughts that I can imagine, what the hell is it? You know? Don't let it bug you out. Don't let it bother you. Because like I was saying, if you're a true believer, it's not for you. All right. Yeah, you might have to take a guillotine. Yeah, so-and-so might happen to you. But what's a moment of being uncomfortable to being everlasting life? It's like saying, would you rather make $300 a day or make $10 every day for the rest of your life? Yeah, that $300 gonna be smooth for today, but you ain't surviving on $300. Now, $10 a day, if you know how to save, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 10, 20, 30, that's how the Most High gonna do it. All right, little do these people know, but the Most High, he gonna give you that $300 a day. Little do you know, it ain't gonna be no $10. He gonna give you the greatest things. All we gotta do is endure. And it's easier said than done. Come on, we know this. It's easier said than done. Like everything else in this world. But just like everything else in this world, you gotta overcome it. Hey, I hope this was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Kadash, giving double honor to the apostle, elders of great millstone. Peace and blessings to us, prisoners, truth and sincerity, and a Bible bull.